Alrighty, welcome back to Pokemon FireRed, everybody! I have done absolutely nothing since the last episode. Well, as long as I'm going to be doing this... Camera Lane, it's all you! Bit of a fun fact, I'm playing this when I'm normally going to stream, or at least one of my normal streaming days. But a combination of being behind on recording for my liking is super effective. And just having a very long week, I opted against streaming for the day. Bit of a needed sanity break, you know? Well, just like that, Bone Snapper is level 7. What? Bone Snapper is evolving! Congratulations, Bone Snapper! Also, congrats on loading Harden! Well, as long as you're no longer the lowest level... Will you battle me? That's a yes. Well, during that last battle that I conveniently cut out, I ended up digging out the type matchup cards that I talked about last episode. I'm assuming your Metapod was caught as a Metapod. Yay! Poison! Yeah, I had to dig it out during that last part, like I said. I'm not gonna harp on that anymore. No, you wiener! You're still poisoned. I hope you like the death beat because I'm doing a whole lot of nothing about it. Because I didn't have to. I think you'll be fine for one, maybe 2 attacks. Alright, Tamerlane, it's all you. Cool. Oh joy, Lear. I may actually use that at some point, maybe. You're already going to evolve. Yeah, why not? I'm still going with the assumption that Metapod has been caught as a Metapod. Yeah, I'm one of those wackos that doesn't really mind the death leaps. I understand that there are people out there who are reasonably annoyed by it. I understand, honestly. But I am, like I said, I'm one of those whackers that doesn't mind it. I mean, heck, I'm one of those complete nut jobs that whenever I do a Link to the Past randomizer, I have the death beeps on double speed. Why do I do that? That is a very good question. A question that certainly deserves an answer. And Silly B is level 8. What? Silly B is evolving! And Silly B is now Kakuna. They evolve quickly, alright. That's the advantage of raising bug Pokemon, honestly. I gotta be honest, the Metapod's back sprite is... I don't know how to feel about it. Actually, I never can tell which side of a Metapod is its backside. I've always had problems with that. Also, another fun fact, you know how I mentioned that this is typically where I'm recording this on a typical streaming day for me? I'm having internet problems right now. I don't know why. So maybe it's a good thing I needed the sanity break. That is a potion. I know there are probably hidden items in this game. Also, you can't catch Pokemon that belongs to somebody else. That's Team Rocket's job, and they do a lousy job at it. And right before the one mandatory trainer of this place. Okay, now the only mandatory trainer battle in Viridian Forest. What's the hurry? I just like hurrying. So, Bugcatcher Semi with a Weedle. Dude, let your Weedle evolve! And Bone Snapper's not going to last, unfortunately. Fortunately, Tamerlane is well, not at full health. Insomnia, it's all you, friend. I was gonna anticipate going slower anyways, due to level differences. Yeah, let me look at something. Okay. As I said. Oh, that was a crit. Okay. That's a matchup crit. That's my friend. I was going to use a fighting move against bug Pokemon, and that would not have worked. Oh, you bum. Okay. Kazooie. I'm sure you will have some fun against the Weedle. Yeah, usually whenever I'm playing against another trainer, if my Pokemon are lower leveled, I'm typically going to assume that I'm going to be outsped. Thanks! Okay, Insomnia's got 7 steps before they faint, so I'll just use my 1 antidote. Good thing that antidote works on all types of poisons from all types of Pokemon. Very convenient. Oh, maybe. What did you drop? I ask as if I'm going to return it. Pewter City ahead. Okay. Yeah, kind of horrible at talking about NPCs in towns. Yes, hit the B button. I know there are some advantages to raising Pokemon the way they are, as opposed to letting them evolve. I typically don't go for that. Yay! Go Kazooie! I need to check something real quick. Okay. So, I mentioned a few times I've played Red version a couple times and beaten it. Okay, while this battle's playing. Typically, whenever I go through and play, I try to have my Pokédex up to certain levels prior to certain gym battles. So if it's the first gym battle, like say against Brock, I try to have my Pokédex at or above 10 Pokemon. God. Misty being the second gym term, 20 or more. Sinister, 30 or more, and so on and so forth. Yet I only ever seem to do that with this game. I haven't really tried it with the others. I did not hit the A button to read the sign. But I'm only here to take advantage of this. Donkey Shown. What? Huh? Yeah, I couldn't resist. Hey, I already made that joke. I have seen bits and pieces of the Pokemon anime. Okay. But when I say bits and pieces, I mean a couple of episodes, maybe. Like, kicking out the first Pokemon episode I saw was the episode when Ash, Misty, and Brock had made it to... Shit, what was that time called? The town with the gym of Lieutenant Surge. I believe that was also the episode where Team Rocket, who up to this point I had no knowledge of, actually cheered on who their opponents were. I was kind of confused the whole time. It's gonna bug me if I don't look this up. Vermilion City, okay. Alright, so what I'm thinking is I'll actually level up a little bit more. Well, Bone Snapper is level 8. However, Tamerlane is poisoned, and so is Bone Snapper. But a thing that just occurred, or had occurred to me, before that battle had started, is that there is another Pokemon we can find in the Viridian Forest. So I'm gonna go in there and run around like a goofball for a while. Ah, dang it. 9 donkey. I'm trying to learn German for no discernible reason. Actually, I do have a good reason for it. It helps distract me from the real world. Amongst other reasons. But yes, there's a Pokemon here that's, we can potentially find. I'm trying to look up what the odds of this encounter are. So, it's only a 5% chance, but oh, okay. There's a 5% chance of encountering a Pokemon I'm looking for. So I'm going to be doing this until I either encounter the Pokemon I'm looking for, or one of my Cocoon Pokemon evolve. This will bring my Pokedex of caught Pokemon up to 10. Well, I guess while we're walking around, okay. I did more or less, said a kind of pre-order this game. I forgot this was good. Okay. I pre-ordered this game when I saw that Nintendo announced that it was available for pre-order. That was before I realized it was Pokemon Day on this game. Well, on this re-release's official, well, release date. But a bit more of a fun fact is that my method for choosing a starter is not my typical method of choosing starters. I really need to sort you out. But I'll put it this way. From Generation 1 to Generation 9, my choice of starter was, in generation order, Fire, 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 never played, Fire, Cat, Fire, and Cat. I bring that up because I know, okay, it looks like a Gen 10 game was announced. And none of those starters look like cats, so I'm probably gonna go with the fire starter. That was my phone. Okay, not important. So I guess you could say I have a bit of an affinity for fire-type Pokemon. And cats. I like cats. My allergies do not, unfortunately. My allergies don't like dogs at all. In fact, I think my allergies like dogs even less than cats. Ah, but that's its own tangent. I don't think I can catch a Meowth in this version. I think yourself will have to look into that. Thanks, future self. All in the name of finding the one Pokemon that has a 5% chance. And this is because I want to have my Pokedex say, I've caught 10 Pokemon before I see Brock. If only there were a way to re-battle trainers after you've defeated them. Sadly, that was not the case in the original Pokemon Red. Oh, there we go! There we go! Haha! Silly bee, give him the good old poison sting! Oh, I'm sorry. Give her the good old poison sting! One more for good measure. Oh. Okay, okay. I'm gonna hit switch. Or shit. Yeah, Pikachu only has a 5% chance of being found in Viridian Forest. You can catch Pikachu later on, but... wrong one. But I want to catch one here. Now, Pikachu! Get in the ball, please! Okay. Let's try this again. Get in the ball, please! Thank you. I have a drink in hand. Here's to you, Pikachu. Say hello to True Mascot. And with that, my Pokedex is now at 10 owned. Okay, caught, owned. There's a difference, I will admit. But based on the rules I imposed upon myself when playing Red, I can now challenge Brock. So next time, I'm actually going to tour Pewter City a tad. And then I'll take on Brock. My name is Mark6, and I thank you for your time.